Good day everyone, my name is Isa Mijeno and what I'm going to be sharing with you guys for today is how to use a 3D printer. But before we get into that, let me just give you first an overview of what 3D printers are and how it works. 3D printing or additive manufacturing is the construction of a three-dimensional object from a CAD model or a digital 3D model. The term 3D printing can refer to a variety of processes in which material is deposited, joined, or solidified under computer control to create a three-dimensional object, with material being added together, such as liquid molecules or powder grains being fused together, typically layer by layer. So how does 3D printer works? A typical 3D printer is very much like an inkjet printer operated from a computer. It builds up a 3D model one layer at a time from the bottom upward by repeatedly printing over the same area in a method known as fused depositional modeling or FDM. In the 1980s, 3D printing techniques were considered suitable only for the production of functional or aesthetic prototypes, and a more appropriate term for it at that time was rapid prototyping. As of 2019, the precision, repeatability, and material range of 3D printing has increased to the point that some 3D printing processes are considered viable as an industrial production technology whereby the term additive manufacturing can be used synonymously with 3D printing. So what are the parts of a 3D printer? First off, we have the controller board. Controller board, also referred to as the motherboard or main board, is the brain of the 3D printer. It's the one responsible for the core operation, directing the motion components based on commands sent from a computer and interpreting input from the sensor. Next, we have the motion components. And under the motion components, it is composed of the stepper motors, the belts, the threaded rods, and end stops. So how does it work? The motion components are the parts responsible for the movement of the 3D printer in the three axes. They are the ones that move the print bed and the print head. Basically, the controller board directs how the 3D printer should move, while the motion components are the ones that do the actual moving. Next, we have the print bed. So the print bed is where the extruder deposits the filament to form a solid object. Calling back the 2D printer analogy earlier, the print bed is the equivalent of a piece of paper. It's either heated or non-heated, with the latter being common among starter 3D printers like the Flashforge, what I have, and the Dremel Digilab 3D20. A non-heated print bed is good enough for PLA, but for high-temperature materials such as ABS, a heated print bed is a must in order to cut down on warping issues and improving the overall print quality. Next, we have the print head. So the print head or the extruder is the component that turns the filament into a 3D model. It's separated into two sections. We have a cold end and a hot end. To put it simply, the cold end clamps the filament and pushes it down to the hot end, while the hot end, which ends with the nozzle, melts the filament and deposits it onto the build platform. Next, we have the power supply unit. The power supply unit supplies power to the entire 3D printer. I think there's no need for me to elaborate explanation for this component. So the PSU is either mounted on the frame or housed in a separate controller box together with the user interface. It's a lot better if the PSU is mounted on the frame as it translates to a smaller overall machine footprint. Part is we have the frame. The frame is the chassis of the 3D printer. It holds the other components together and is directly responsible for the stability and durability of the machine. If document printers have ink, 3D printers have what we call filament. Filament are thermoplastic feedstock for fused deposition modeling 3D printers. We have several types of 3D printer filaments available in the market requiring different heat. The most common type that we use for the home-based 3D printers are PLA plastic and ABS plastic. Now, what's the difference between the two? PLA can be food grade, meaning to say it is for food, while ABS cannot. PLA requires less heat, while ABS requires more heat. It, guys, I hope this overview have given you an idea about what 3D printers are and how it basically works. So for our next tutorial, what I'm going to be focusing more on is the computer aided design. We'll be using AutoCAD because how can you use a 3D printer if you don't know how to create a 3D model, right? So there you have it. Thank you for watching and please subscribe to my channel. Bye.